Welcome back. Our next guest is Michael Minjares, who is the Director of Grants Management at the Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank, which serves an amazing 400,000 people every month in San Diego County. We will discuss their incredible efforts, as well as an upcoming fundraiser, and tell you how you can attend. Michael, it is so impressive to know what the food bank does. And I told you I've been volunteering at one of the pantry locations for a couple of years and got a chance to see it firsthand on that level. Tell us about the history of service in San Diego of this organization.
Well, the San Diego Food Bank's been around since 1977, and in that time, we've grown to be the #1 hunger relief agency in San Diego, serving about 400,000 San Diegans every single month now.
Yeah.
Last year did nearly 45 million pounds of food out to these 400,000 people. And to put that 400,000 in perspective, the San Diego Padres play at Petco Park, as we know, and they seat about 42,000 people for the sellout games.
Right.
So it would take nearly 10 sold-out San Diego Padre games to equal the number of people that we serve every single month.
That is amazing, the scope of that, when you think about it in those terms. It is not just food that you're supplying, but other supplies that families around San Diego County really, really need. Talk about that a little bit.
Correct. I mean, we're about basic services, and so food being the most basic. But in addition to that, we want to make sure that we are removing any barriers to education and employment. So things like diapers become important for families who are trying to get back on their feet and trying to take advantage of that new job that they may have. And the daycare then they're going to take their kids to is asking for a week's supply of diapers. We'd be able to step in and provide that week's supply for them. We also have young women who are out there trying to decide if they're going to go to school today because it is their period, and they may not have period supplies to help protect them as they go to school. So removing those barriers to education and employment is really what the food bank is about. And so whether that's a basic need with food, or whether that's diapers, or whether period supplies, we want to be that resource. We want to provide those opportunities for folks to have their basic needs met so that they can go out and thrive.
Full range of services that you provide, and great for the community. You couldn't do this without community support, obviously. And you have a big fundraiser coming up. Let's talk about the Gala, or is it Gala? And we'll take a look. I think we're going to show some footage of it.
Absolutely. So Gala, whichever you'd like to say. Coming up here on Saturday, April 27th. It'll be held at the Miramar warehouse here in San Diego.
Okay.
It's our largest warehouse the San Diego Food Bank operates, held outside. It'll have some fabulous hors d'oeuvres. There will be tremendous cocktails, and then a full course meal provided. There'll be a silent auction, live auction, and the money raised goes to support our valuable programs that we offer, including the Food for Kids backpack program. And that program currently is supporting 3,500 students through 80 schools and 19 districts in San Diego, providing them a bag full of food every Friday, and let them go home to typically empty cupboards because they're on free and reduced price lunches at school, and so those meals aren't available over the weekend. And so we try to provide them that food that gets them through the weekend, bring them back to school on Monday, nourished and ready to learn.
That's incredible. And of course, kids can be some of the most vulnerable members of the community. And inflation doesn't help, of course, with the price of food and parents trying to make ends meet and provide for their kids. And that's where you can step in, right?
Correct. And that's exactly the folks that we are trying to help, is that those folks who are really just trying to make ends meet. A lot of the folks that we have and we serve, actually predominantly the number of who we serve, are single families that have jobs and that they are working their way through San Diego. But being one of the most expensive cities in the country,
of course,
it's difficult for them to make ends meet. And so we typically are their emergency food relief. It's not folks who rely on us for years and years and years. In fact, a study by San Diego State sent out last year showed that for the most part, folks are with us anywhere between 6 months and 1 year. It really is emergency food relief.
Excellent. And again, the fundraiser's coming up. You can find out, Michael, thank you so much. Find out all the information by going to the website, which is SanDiegoFoodBank.org, SanDiegoFoodBank.org. We will be right back with more of Good Business San Diego right after this.